Hello hobby friends, my name is Ren. Welcome to my hobby room. This is a bunch of dungeon tiles that we're looking at. What I want to do is start building a dungeon that will be like a permanent display for some of my painted miniatures. And I've got a whole bunch of different kinds of dungeon tiles and things to make this with. What we've got right here is a bunch of the old school Dwarven Forge tiles. You can see these are the old school, like they're resin or type. They're not the new Dwarvenite stuff that they call it, which are like the plasticky ones. And you can see these are the really old kind that have the space for the bow tie type connectors to keep them together. Unfortunately, I bought all of these used, even though that was a long time ago. They were secondhand, and I don't have any of the connectors. So what I'm gonna do is I kind of want to make some set pieces out of these that I'll put together. And let's just review what I've got here. Hi there, Future Ren here from editing the video. And I just want to explain that I remembered I had another entire box of this style of dungeon tiles. And so I pulled those out and put them all together. And what follows is going to be a total of both groups of tiles together. I went through the first group before I remembered I had the second box, so no need to see that twice. But that's why I'm going to say some things like we ended up with X the style of pieces. Okay, back to the video. We've got 4 large square corner passages. We've got 4 large curved corner passages. We've got 2 sections of hallway with walls on both sides. We've got our special room. We've got 2 T intersections. We've got 1 4-way intersection. 14 square corner pieces, walls, 3 doors in our portcullis. Then we also have 8 small curved corner pieces. We ended up with 19 2-inch wall sections. So there's 18 there, and we've got an extra one there, and 21 2x2 floor pieces. So we've got 20, and then we've got an extra one. So I don't know if it's a couple pieces got lost over the course of time, or they have some odd number pieces for some reason. But we got 19 wall sections and 21 floor sections. Voiceover Ren here again. The camera got really shaky at this point, so I'm just going to use this still photo of this pre-made room that came this way from Dwarven Forge. It's a 6x6 room. You can see that it's got a lot of nice details in it, like a stone fireplace, a bearskin rug, and kind of a bed with some leathers over some straw, and a lot of other small details like a barrel and some bones in the corner and whatnot. And one of the really cool things about this room is on the inner walls, there's a layer of, like, the room was plastered, but then the plaster's peeling off. And you can see the stones beneath, and then the outside of the stone wall, outside of the room walls, are regular stone, just like all the rest of the dungeon tiles. So I'm gonna start to glue these guys into some set pieces, and I'm gonna start small just by doing some sections of passageway. Like, I'm gonna do some sections of passageway which is just like 6-inch long passageways to start with, like that. And then I'm gonna do some other ones where I'll switch out. It'll still be 6 inches long, but I'll switch out like an open wall piece like that so that we could put a door in there. That's how that's designed to go. Let's just see what we can put together. Okay, I've got you guys all set up on a little tripod off to the side there. Hopefully we can see what we're doing here. Okay, I think that's good. So the way I'm going to start to put these together is using this up. I don't know if you can read this. This is Aliens Tacky Glue. It says Tacky Glue underneath the faded out price tag right there. But this is basically a PVC glue. It's like Elmer's school glue, but it's really, really thick. And it's great for stuff like this. Because you can, like, I'm going to glue 2 of these pieces together. And it will pretty much immediately hold. Once you get it coming out, so let me get it. It's really thick, so you gotta, and this might be too old because I've had it for a while, but once you get it going out, okay, here we got a bead coming out. So you can get it on there like that. So you got a nice little bead, and you can put them together. It will pretty much hold right away like that. Whoop. I mean, obviously that's a little heavy, but you can see that it's tacky. Like regular Elmer's glue would take forever to set up. Now this is still going to take a while to actually set. Like, it's still going to take probably the same amount of time as it would for any PVC glue to set up, but it will hold and it won't slip around. Also, some of these tiles are really old, and it has this felt backing on it that was originally meant to like protect the table that you're using them on. These are like peeling off anyway, so I'm gonna just take that off. Some of them are, like the one on this other one is fine. But there we go. I am gonna see, put that on there. Then we've got like those two sections, and if I leave them sit there, they will adhere. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about this like little bow tie shape. Like once you put the 2 of them together, you can see they're supposed to be, like it said, bow tie connectors that you put in there, and that would keep them from sliding around while you're playing D&D or whatever. But it looks kind of weird. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. I'm going to glue these sections together, and once they're together, maybe I'll look at filling them in with some putty. But that would then mean I'd have to come back over and paint it, which they're already pre-painted, and I don't know. I don't want to paint over, because these are kind of, I might just leave it with the like that, because these are kind of, I mean, you can't get these anymore. So I don't know if I want to paint over the way that they are, because this is the original paint job. Okay, I spent a couple of hours gluing the rest of these parts together, so I'm going to speed this up into a time lapse and cover it in just a few minutes, because otherwise the video would be very, very long. Okay, that's about all of the basic shapes put together. I'm going to have to let this dry overnight. We'll come back tomorrow and put a little bit more bigger rooms and scenarios together. Okay, if you're still around, thanks for watching. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time back here when we're working on more of this dungeon diorama. It's going to be pretty big, so let's call it a mega dungeon. Okay, thanks. Have a good day.